All right, hello everyone. Wait, double. Still need to sort out a couple of audio things, but hello everyone. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm back finally. It's been a long week of moving stuff around, moving furniture around, doing a lot of fun stuff, but it's finally done, and that's cool. So, yeah, good to be back. Good to see you back. I just barely managed to finish setting up the computer today. So we finally can start working on this. Or trying out our new workshop. I don't have a lot of stuff planned for today. I just wanted to make like a casual stream, hang out, talk, maybe ask about what talk about how are we gonna do the stuff from now on, because now we've got like a different schedule, a different process. I still need to set up a lot of different stuff here. Like I barely got the desk for the computer set, but we still need to go through a lot of other stuff in order to get back to work like fully and making puppets and that fun stuff. Still need to arrange a bunch of different boxes. And hey robot, how are you doing? Hello, good to see you. We're back. We're finally back. So yeah, that's pretty much what I had planned for today. Just how was the move? It's been okay. It was a little bit easier than I thought it would be, honestly. But it did involve a lot of, carrying stuff around, moving stuff. So right now, all the furniture is set, including this table. So I put the table in which I'm streaming from right now, and the first thing that I arranged was the computer and all that stuff, so we could have our stream today. So yeah, I was already missing our streams and having fun. It felt very silent, just moving stuff around. But yeah, so pretty much right now I have a bunch of furniture, a bunch of tables, a bunch of stuff, but all of the things are still everywhere and in boxes and a complete mess. So I still need to keep arranging those. I'm gonna be doing that whenever we are, off stream and stuff. But in the meantime, I think we can still have a couple of fun streams on the computer mostly. We can have fun. We still need to work a little bit on the special effects and rig removal for Evil's animations. Also, we need to work on, editing, color correction, maybe putting some sound effects here and there. And yeah, I think that can be done easily enough while we work on the computer. And in the meantime, I'll be arranging all the stuff everywhere around here. I would like to show you the workshop eventually, but yeah, right now I don't even have curtains, so I feel like I would dox myself a lot. If you see the Eiffel Tower right next to my window, then you'll know exactly where I am. So yeah, that's why I wanted to. I do want to show you around, but I'm gonna have to first arrange the some new curtains or something, and set stuff up. But in the meantime, we can still have fun on the computer, look at stuff, chat, see stuff. Krieger, by the way, I did see your message here. You sent a little Joe message, but it was a little bit before stream. I'm not sure how long ago that was, but I'm glad to see that you're still around. Hello, Krieger. And yeah, so that's what come up to lately. I wanted to show you. I did share this in the Discord, but I think we could just have a quick look at it, just because, while we can. Yeah, I still got the pictures of how the past workshop looks, all empty and sad. Do you see this pipe up here? Is there any way for me to... Like, there's a pipe right next to the light over there. That one was set pretty much the day that we got the news that we were going to finish. I'm not sure if I would I'm not sure if I would call this episode 1 of season 2. I feel like episode 1 of season 2 is gonna be more like once Evil Neuro's video is out, that's when we're gonna get started with the new season. But yeah, this is like a very weird mid-season special spin-off, whatever, where we do special effects and post and all that stuff. But yeah, welcome, Roman. Hello, good to see you. Welcome, welcome back. And yeah, so that's what it's been up to. So here's a couple of pictures of how the workshop was right before I left. This is the last night that I set foot there before I handed the keys and everything. And yeah, but I was telling you that this pipe on top, I'm not sure, I cannot put something to... But yeah, the pipe that's right next to the light up there, maybe I can make sort of a shape maybe? Colors, okay, too much work. But that one I set up on the ceiling the exact same day when they told us that we were going to have to leave the building. And I also got the picture of... It's actually a bit of an edit because I actually changed the logo. So I did have a sign right out of the... This is the section on beneath... How do you say this? The part was under the workshop was our... looks like electrical conduit. Yeah, I did have like an electrical conduit, but then the pipe on top, it was more for setting lights and having them strapped to the ceiling, and so we could take nice shots of the 3D printers and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I did edit the sign so it would say Mariana's Workshop, just for the lulz and just so I wouldn't dox myself because it was a logo and a brand of another company there. Yeah, this was the sign that was right outside what was our studio, our office. Down here is where we were animating Evil and all that stuff, and where this computer was set before. And yeah, so this is pretty much everything you've ever known when we've been working. We had our studio, our workshop up there. That's where the tables and the printers and all of that was. And down here, and the bottom, like the first floor, it's where we had our office with the brick, all the brick walls, the fake brick walls where we would make the animations and that sort of stuff, the big white table, the desk where I had this computer. I did bring the exact same desk here. So kind of the general setup is pretty much the same. I still need to arrange a couple of extra wires and stuff, but it's pretty much the same thing, just in a different place. And yeah, that was the workshop from season 1. I hope I do not dox myself a lot with these images, but I think I took all the necessary measures to remove any sort of weird detail that could give myself away here. But yeah, so that was pretty much our workshop back then, and now we've got a brand new space. So we'll be working from here. Let's see how it goes. And I think it's gonna be fun. It's a little bit tighter in space, but it's gonna be fine. We still can do a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's about it. That's what I wanted to show you before we got started. And yeah, other than that, I'm not sure. I don't even have like that much of a plan today. We could take a look at stuff that you've sent. I've seen that there's been a couple of stuff moving in the Discord. Ducks are already on their doorstep. Well, I don't live there anymore, so good luck dealing with Corpo Incorporated and all those terrible people. But yeah, so I've seen that the Discord's had a little bit of activity here and there. There's been a couple of stuff that people have sent. I remember Delphink sent us was it Delphink or was it you, Roman, who sent the last part of the animation video that we were looking at? It was Delphink. Let's see if Delphink can join us. Oh, Delphink works on the weekends, right? I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to join us, but let's see. Let's give them some time. Maybe if they join, we can take a look at the video they want us to check out. And I could move straight into the Discord. Hello. Sorry about that. It's gonna take a while for you to update. I have a mess with my OBS scenes, having stuff silenced and not silent. It's a mess. But yeah, okay. So thank you for letting me know. So I've seen what's up to what you've been sending. I saw this is the short that Delphine has been sending us before. We already saw part 1 and 2. We could take a look at this one. I'm just waiting to see if maybe Delphine shows up. But if not, I guess they can always watch the VOD. But yeah, at this. Let's see. And also somebody sent this clip with a new official design for the harpoon, which is interesting and nice. So, I mean, I'm not sure that we could get into that right now, but we can definitely eventually get into working on this new official design of the harpoon, making it, and yeah, you know, in the same scale as our puppet and have some fun. And yeah, I think that's about it, that all of the new stuff that I've seen here, around here. But yeah, I guess we could start with this one. I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, did you guys see Evil and Nura's new song, the first duet? I did see the rap battle while I was setting the computer and all that stuff a bit before. And yeah, it was really fun. I liked the video. It was a much more, like, more of a lyric video with not that much movement and as much crazy animation as the two that came before, but it still was very cool. I really liked the video, liked the song. A lot of heavy, undying vibes with Evil and Nura. And yeah. So let's see. Why don't we start just by taking a look at this, because I haven't actually seen. I saw the bank heist sort of, and not an announcement, but yeah, like I saw it in the schedule and I was a little bit intrigued, but I remember I couldn't watch it in the end because I was moving stuff around and I think I was driving while it happened, so I had to, yeah, just skip that one. I don't watch a lot of the full-on streams. Saw the music video, but missed the rap battle, how to do adult stuff. That makes sense. But yeah, in the meantime, yeah, well, we can take a look at this. Let me see if we can. I'm gonna just take out the music. Da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, there was another thing that I want to do, but I'm not sure if AA Games is around. Let's see if they join, but if not, we can just have a look, because they sent us, it's been a while, but they sent us the game they made. So I thought it would be fun to play their game live on stream too. But yeah, let's watch Evil, because I want to see her brand new. Oh, is it the whole thing now? Let's see the whole new harpoon and maybe listen to the voice lines. Whoa, those eyes are new. I've never seen those. Have you seen those? Or do they always boot up with those eyes? It's pretty interesting. Back when I was first starting to work on the evil puppet, I had the crazy idea of making the eyes light up from the inside, but then I realized it was too hard and I couldn't make it. Like, there was no way I was going to be able to finish it in time, but I still have like that little doubt in my mind, or the idea that it would be fun to make some way for the eyes to light up too. But it's still something I need to work on.
Are you ready for the most insane, brain-melting, out-of-this-world stream you've ever seen? You're all ready? That's good. I'm very thoroughly prepared for this heist, so please don't think I'll fail. Other than my lack of a mask, but I mean, ha 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 ha, I'm sure it's fine. I do have a Chaos Emerald. Can't I just enjoy the thrill first, though? What gadgets did I make and bring with me for this heist? Well, as you might know, I'm a hacker, so I've bought my laptop as usual. Filtered. Nothing too crazy, it's just a bank heist.
All right,
also, I have a few bombs as well, you know, just in case. No crowbar? True, didn't think I would need one. I'm more likely to use one on you than on any of the nice people in this bank. Thermal drill, crowbar, got it. Where are you gonna put them? Did I do my bank heist training in Payday 2?
Where's
I watched an episode of Breaking Bad and kind of just freestyled the rest. Only idiots own banks? Only geniuses rob them. Oh, please, I could...
Both animals, we only recently started using them. Oh, okay. So yeah, it wasn't part of... Yeah, I feel like I hadn't seen them before, or maybe I hadn't, because I usually do not watch the whole streams, and I didn't know if it was something that only happened at the beginning.
get in the vault with nothing.
But yeah, I like how they look. It's pretty like interesting, the feeling of them being turned on.
But a toothpick if you
as
really
a computer.
wanted to see me try.
Let's see. Okay, so there's a harpoon. It's pretty interesting style. I wonder who designed this and who drew it, because it doesn't seem like Annie's usual style. Like more smudgy, more, you know, less... It's not that it's less detailed, but it's just like doesn't have as clean contours, more like splats of color, which is really nice. I'll do like the general feeling of it. And yeah, it feels like... Oh, and it's got a heart in the back. Okay, I like this. I like this. But it feels a little bit short. I mean, maybe it has to do with the... It's got something to do with the scale of the image itself. Because, yeah, that one seems, what, about 40 centimeters long? What's that in inches? About 18-ish inches? Which feels a little bit small for a weapon. But yeah, maybe it's just a... But I like the design. I think this would be pretty cool to print. However, I'm not sure what to use for the center pole so it's sturdy enough. Because if I try to print like this whole very long stick, it's gonna be very brittle and will probably break very easily. So I'd like to see if maybe I could use like a metal rod, like a piece of metal for the center, and just 3D print both of the ends, the spearhead and the broken heart. It feels like something gruesome, visually stunning with little research. Yeah, it does feel like a very anime kind of weapon, you know? It feels like it's like the signature impracticality in the design, but it's just because it looks cool. But I do like it. I like the vibe. It's also got like this little bit of sort of, I don't know, it feels like some sort of Dark Souls or gritty weapon, because you've got like this indent detailing in the edges of the tip. It's very interesting. It's unusual, but I like it. I feel like it's cool for a design. I think I would only love to have an official scale of how big it is.
I have my stylish harpoon gun and this adorable doggy mask.
Because if I do yeah, I just hope we someday see like an official height of this thing, just so we can make it match with the printer and not have to do it twice. But it's probably not that hard to figure out, or it's not gonna be hard, or it's not gonna take long for us to see it. But we'll see.
I can disguise myself as K9 security to get past the main entrance. Before that though, let's scan the area out first. With my harpoon gun and my dog disguise, I've never felt cuter in my entire life. Don't worry, that's not going to stop this from being the most heinous bank robbery of the 21st century. Speaking of, let me run in and disorient the crowd first. Please don't pet my tail. I'm super sensitive about it. I get really embarrassed. Stop saying I'm cute when I'm clearly trying to be evil. It's actually super demotivating. Would it kill you to flatter my hygiene or my harpoon or my sneaky skills?
Also, I love the Pokemon music in the background. I'm not sure if that's part of the stream or if it was edited in by the clipper, but I like the general vibe. It makes it feel goofy, but still a little bit like urgent and fast and crazy. But yeah, so cool. We have now an official design, which is cool. I think it would be fun to make. I would only love to see like the full scale of it, because I'm not sure if this is as big as it gets. The Mimikyu keychain is the thing that makes me think it's actually this size, because if this was like, if it was like a very crazy anime weapon, it's like the size of Evil, like a big spear. then this one would be huge. It would be like a big plush-sized something. But I think we could work it around. Also, I would have to think about how am I going to make the fur back here. But we'll get into that eventually. And I feel like we could make this sort of feeling of kind of frost stains, very organic smudges. I think that would be fun to make physically, like, you know, scratching the surface of the object and have like a different layer of paint beneath, so when you scratch a little bit you get into the red color under the paint, that sort of details. I think that would be fun to do. Also, like the rope, we need to get a darker rope because the one we used before was a very bright, very, yeah, like very white sort of harpoon. Well, sort of rope, but we could get into that. I think it would be fun. But I like the design. I mean, it's very out there, very crazy, but it looks fun to make. It feels like a very fun build. Also, I need to see what's the best way to make the keychains, because usually you don't want the keychains to be actually chains or rope. It's better if you do have some sort of wire involved, so you can control the movement. So if the harpoon moves, these guys can be moved in a controlled way instead of just dangling freely, because that's what gravity wants to happen. But yeah, I think it doesn't feel impossible to make. I would just like to see if in any of the future streams we get to see like an actual scale of the thing. That would be helpful. But yeah, other than that, I think this is pretty easy to make. We only need to have like one 3D modeling stream where we make the thing, and yeah, I can print it out real quick. Janice, hello, welcome Janice, nice to see you. It's always nice to see you. So, yeah, that's fun. What's interesting, very cool design. I still have a lot of delay in my chat, like in the on-screen chat. I'm not sure why. But I did check it before, that there wasn't that much delay, but I just realized that I said hello to Janice before it popped up in my screen. I don't know, it's just something that happens. I'll see what can we do. But yeah, okay, so in the meantime, I haven't seen Delphink, so let's give them a little bit more time in order to watch the video they sent us. But maybe we could have some, well, I haven't seen AA games either, but I think it would be interesting. Oh, we also could check out the Harrison Temple thing. Didn't prepare for that one, but we could do that in another stream in the future. I do have a couple of plans for the week, but I want to talk about that with you. But yeah, we have this game that they made. So why don't we have a look? Looks fun. Wait. Da-da-da. I'm not sure if it has any sound design. I've never used Itch, so click to advance the dialogue. Can you see the thing? It feels fun. It's like an interesting feeling, like goes opposite to the direction of the cursor. Trying to move with arrows or something. A human. Hi, I'm Bit. I've been trapped here for so long. I see you have a mouse. Could you help me escape this loop? I don't remember anything besides being stuck. My name and what to be my objective. Probably not the worst thing to delay in the chat in the case that you have to quickly delete a foul post. We haven't had a foul post yet, fortunately. It's been a while. We've been streaming for a while and we've never had like one of those creepy Chinese bots that send weird links or that sort of thing. I think it's been a fairly cozy environment, but yeah, maybe one day we'll have to sort that stuff out. But right now, I like the fact that we can have fun being a happy few and having some fun. Don't remember anything besides being stuck, my name, and what seems to be my objective. I just need to stay alive for 45 seconds. When an enemy shows up, click it repeatedly to take it down. Got it? Get ready. They're coming. Alright, 45 seconds. Doesn't sound that hard. Oh. Ah. Okay. Oh, okay, so now it's got also like a store. When someone reaches... Okay, so it's like a roguelite kind of thing. I like the design, and I like... It's a very simple designs, but it feels very cohesive, and I like that. And now we have music also. Can you hear the music? Maybe I'll pop it up. Yeah, you can listen to it. When are we... Damage enemies, we earn points equal to damage dealt. Spend those... Okay, okay. Thanks in advance for trying. Alright, so let's try. I'm gonna try again, like, without any... Okay. Forget. Okay. Okay, and now we've got... When used, destroys all enemies and moves to the next loop. So there's more than one loop. Okay, I'll try one more without any mods. This would be easy on a tablet. Ah! Okay. Now let's start buying stuff. Cheap damage, shield. And bought every mouse click deals area damage. Okay. Let's try that out. Okay, now that's interesting. Ah, that one was too fast. Double downs. Okay. What? Oh god. Okay. 195. Real quick. Damage up. Oh, but that's like a temporary. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it's temporary shield. Should have used that later. Ah. Bit can throw bombs. Pulse when used, pushes all enemies away from Bit. Okay. Oh, now we know their name. They're called Bit. Okay, let's try bombs. When used, destroys all enemies and moves to the next loop. Okay, let's try that. Oh, cool. See that one. Damage up. Already. Okay. Oh. No. 21 seconds. Ah! Oh, okay. No. So that's not what I expected. One per bit creates a laser that orbits around him. Okay, let's take that. I like permanent upgrades. We got damage up. This one, okay. So yeah. In case you... I'm not sure if you... Oh, I screwed up there. This game was made with one of our viewers. Someone called AA Games. They've been around our streams a couple of times. They just joined our community recently, but I was talking to them once on our animation streams, and they were telling me about their game, and we talked about like permanent upgrades. Let's buy the shield. And yeah, they made this game, and for the game jam. I think it's really fun. I'm liking it so far. Like, it's a very simple concept, but it's very well executed and it feels cool. I like how game jams, you know, make for this very fun, very simple projects. Like, you have to be very efficient. That's the most important part because, yeah, there's... what's going on? 9 seconds, 9 seconds, 9 seconds. How much was I missing? So close. Usable. Okay, let's buy the shield, let's buy the... oh, this costs 5, why not? Cheap damage, when used deals 2 damage to all enemies. Okay, that's cool, we can use that when the cubes arrive. This area damage thing really made a big difference. I think it's the biggest tool. Should have used the pulse. Okay. Not only efficiency, but one needs a team. Well, yeah, I mean, when you work as a team, you can also make more stuff, but still, even with a team, there's a very small amount of time for making the whole game. But what? I didn't see that one. Damage up, it's usable. Okay, we already got plenty. Where did that one come from? Should be just another pulse. Alright. I know we can do this. Also, I like the fact that the music slows down when you lose. It's a nice effect of... it does feel like a pause. It's not that abrupt. I feel like usually it just changes to another sound, but this one gives you a very nice fade out with... oh god, my pulse. So close to its shield. And a jump, pulse, ready. All we need to do is survive 45 seconds. 36, 35, 34. That one escaped me. How many cards can I have? Should have used that before. And I cannot buy anymore. Okay, cool. Why do you feel like progress was easier a little bit before? I didn't use that many items in the first like 20 seconds. It's just good RNG. Let's see. Ready. Forget to use my consumables. I'm already racking like 1 billion points and there's nothing to spend them on. more of those. Yeah, the pulses are very useful when the triangles come. Alright, let's go with pulse. Okay. Whoa. Three, two, one. Yeah! We made it! First try. You did it. I'm finally free. Just remembered who I am. I'm this program. Those enemies were only obstacles to reaching the end of the game? Either way, thank you so much for getting me out of that loop. If you run this program again, I'll end up back there. I was coded to live in an eternal loop. But maybe I don't need to worry. If we return, I'll know you'll help me again. Anyway, thanks for saving me. Now, farewell. 17 loops, 10,000 points. That was fun. Right click. Yeah, so it's same fresh start human. Hi, I'm Bit. Trapped here for so long. Let me escape this loop. So, can you cheese out this? Okay, this is very... That was very hard in the beginning. Now I just remember. Okay, start buying basics. I feel like we could cheat out the game just by using... like buying a bunch of shields. Like if you buy 5 shields, then you're pretty much safe for, how much is 5 seconds? So you could have 25 seconds off the clock. And that means, oh god, you only need to survive the first, Yeah, I mean, if we made it up to here, I could start activating 5 shields and then just end the game quickly. Let's see if we can get a set of 5 shields. Maybe it's the sign so shields won't appear. No, there they are. And use these 2. Okay, let's try pulse. Still missing the double damage. I feel like that would make a difference. Oh, it's getting crazy. Should have just pulsed there. Auto click. And let's try to use the pulse this time just to make some more points and see if we get more shields. Maybe we can finish this in less than 10 loops. That I would call it a day. Oh, should have used the pulse there. Double mouse, okay, that's... One, two, three. Six, 5, 4, 3. Oh, so close. That's so bad. If we make it to loop 10, then we... How many did we do last time? 17? Give me a shield. Nice job. Cheap damage just because. What's going on? Why is everything red? Select the window or something? Yeah, there it is. Shield, ready? Oh, you can download the game. I've never used itch.io. Okay. Your crashes are minimal compared to other VTubers. Maybe it's just... It's not that crazy of I mean, I think I would crash out on higher stakes. Right now I'm taking it very calm and controlled. Already completed the game once. So then 6. Should have used shield. Oh no, I used the shield and I didn't intend to do that. Also screwed up with the window. Okay, another pulse, another shield. Then we can do it with this. If only I don't click on the wrong. Watched you game before. Always calm, collected. I feel like I can hold myself together for a while, but I do have a breaking point. I've had my very crazy moment. Oh no, I pushed that one straight into my face. Okay, but we can... Can I throw this out? No! Okay, let's make it to 15. Can we make it 15? No. So how much time does a pulse give us? Because if we use a pulse and we're able to... good idea. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, please. No! So close. Right. Ah. I was going to press the shield. Alright, we got 3 shields, so we're very close. We only need to make it to 15 seconds. The only thing this game is missing is a leaderboard. Yeah, I think that would be fun. How many loops has it taken? I'm not sure how tricky that is, because that means you need to sort of share data between other players, right? And I'm not sure how that works when you're programming this sort of game. Got distracted for a second. I cannot buy anything. That sucks. So I only need to make it to 15 and then we're done. $34, $33, $130, $28, $27. Okay. Whoa, did you see that one flying by? 15, 14, 13. Alright, we're safe. There we go. Ta-da! I think it was the same amount of time it took us last time. No, it was even one more loop. But hey, that's fun. I like the game. Yeah. I don't know. AA Games, if you're here or if you ever watched the VOD, it's been fun. I like this. I like the concept. I like playing it. I like trying to figure out how to break the game. I never got the chance because I didn't get enough shields. But yeah, it was fun. Fun little concept. I like it a lot. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, that was It's Just 45 Seconds by AA Games, a game that they shared with us a couple of weeks ago, but hadn't had the time to play because I was very busy animating Evil. Okay. So, yeah, I remember we had that one. Oh yeah, did you see this? Someone made a Frankelda's Book of Spooks spot in the... I don't know where this is, but it's in, you know, World Place, or what's the name of the... This would be fun, but I think I'll save this for another... Was this made by Beetle? Yes, right? I'm not sure if this will take, like, its own time or if it's too long for a single stream. Or, well, not for a single stream, but for a stream that's already mixed with a lot of stuff. Has anyone played this? It'd be fun to play. Maybe we can make it its own stream. Depends on how long it is. Do you guys know how long should it take? I know it's a puzzle, so puzzles can be very short, can be very long. But yeah, I mean, in general, is it something that will take more than some hours? Wait. And oh yeah, other than that, we can take a look at the other video that we saw. So there's what was it, stop motion? So yeah, if you are new here, there's this clip. Well, there's been this series of videos that we've been taking a look at. It's called "What the Creation of Life and the Consequences of Playing God." Depends on how good you are at puzzles. I think I do fair enough when it comes to puzzles, but I'm not sure. Like, do you think it's something that would deserve its own its very own stream, or do you think we can solve it real quick here? We could give that a play, but maybe we could make a stream. That way also people can log in for the playing of what was the name of the game? Oh, it's in general? Yeah. The quest through the Harrison Temple. We could make its own stream. Could be a short one, but I don't know, like have a little thumbnail with cool little mirror over there. But yeah. So we've been watching a couple of videos about this. It's sort of a short film, series of short films about sort of a Lego slime in a robot body. And they've been trying to, I don't know, figure out what it means to be alive. They escape from their experimental facility. They go into the wilds, have a look at different animals, they meet a kid and become sort of friends. And at the same time, there seems to be like a big, I don't know, like a hunter that's behind the slime that's trying to catch it. So yeah, we can take a look and see how it goes. I really like how they play with some interesting tricks. Whoa. Wait. So let's have a look. Ooh. 1 week later. Okay, so it's been a while since they escaped the facility. So it's a long video. I didn't expect such a long clip. Like 13 minutes? That's a lot. It's not easy to animate that much, I'll tell you that. Whoa. It grew. It's bigger, right? Now its limbs are making it a little bit bigger. I feel like he's bigger now. I like that playing with the fish, make it feel alive. Very simple use of just moving it around, but it does feel like it's flopping. It's not just erratic. It feels organically erratic. And there's the same kid. Is it the same kid from before? I don't remember. Frog? Never seen a Lego frog before. That feels very weird. It respects all life except for flies. Let's kill all the flies with our frog. You know what that means? This general montage, it does give the feeling of, I don't know, time passing by, the creature doing its own stuff, being helpful, being kind. Although it feels like it's been a long time, and that only makes things. It makes me worry more because that means it's just been more time for the agents to prepare and, I don't know, launch some sort of attack too. Oh, ads. Give me a second. What? It's an interesting rain effect. Fairly digital, but it's looking cool. Oh, I like that. Having those sparkles here and there in the hand. Oh, that's really nice. That's very, very cool. Oh, it took off its armor? Oh. It's gonna go full slime now.
You can't get rid of me that easy, Manson. You can block my phone number, my email, or anything else for that matter, but I still know how to get to you. I can fix this mess. You just need to let me in. 17 eyewitness accounts, some of them are even adults. How much longer until Uncle Sam finds out? Don't test me with this. I can stay out here as long as I need. Turkey sandwich. Want any? You're gonna have to try harder than that.
There it is again. I love that effect. Such a simple trick, but it feels very nice. Oh, wait. Also look at how the umbrella pops up. So it's sort of like a simple bar. It kind of opens in one frame, and then you've got the umbrella. And then once it props up, they have this cool little effect. Trying to see if there's some sort of loop here. No, it feels like every frame was made especially for. Huh. Yeah. Pretty much every single frame is a different one. It's not a loop. A line, and we've got a triangle. Yeah, all of them are different.
They got a photo of it, Sean. It's in the newspaper. You can't cover this up anymore. People are going to find out and you're going to lose everything. They will shut you down and worse. Let me help you. Let me fix my mistake.
You tried to distract it with a tire. The tire was barely a duct tape contingency if things went wrong. You assured us it would never become aware of its containment. Huh. All bets were off when you tried to continue this project without me. You quit this project. We weren't just gonna waste millions because you got cold feet. I grew a conscience, Sean. And if you did too, we wouldn't be in this mess. Why are you here? I can fix this. How? I'm sure as heck not gonna shoot at it. Hey, Leslie. Shiny helmet. You take that thing off anymore? What is it, Mayers? How'd the search go? Unsuccessful. What do you mean? What about the tracking beacon? It abandoned the tracker a week ago. That's not possible.
The music is incredible. Yeah, it was very... I didn't pay a lot of attention, but it was like very nice ambient music in the beginning. Did feel... Wait, was there music back
Down,
here?
and you're going to...
No.
Higher.
You can't cover this up.
Yeah, it's the same, like... Oh no, it's different music. It's a little bit more tense.
Drew a...
They will
But yeah, you're right. The music sounds very well produced. It's very, like, no professional. Ah, stupid ads. Wow.
Trident, el mundo necesita un refresh.
Da-da-da. Skip there. But yeah. Yeah, you're right. The music is pretty. Yeah, there it is. Could it be from somewhere else, or do you think it's original music? It gives me Stranger Things vibes. I haven't seen Stranger Things, but it gives me a vibe of the intro. Like,
You're gonna have to try
synthetic arpeggio,
harder
kinda.
than that. They got a photo of it, Sean. It's in the newspaper.
You tried... Why are you... Unsuccessful... What do you mean? What about the tracking beacon? It abandoned the tracker a week ago. That's not possible. It was never meant to become independent of the armor. Unfortunately for all of us, your little science project worked a little too well. It's exceeded the amount of intelligence I thought was achievable.
Also, it completely left the armor. Now it's roaming out there. It's a slime, I guess.
If it can see through the barrier and now it can remove the armor, that means it's gaining intelligence at such an exponential rate. I don't know if... Jacob, it can talk. Give me the coordinates to the armor. I can fix this. And how do you intend to do that? I'm gonna talk to it. Here's your keys, and this will lead you to the suit. After that, you'll be searching blind. Don't worry about it. I got this. Here's a comm to contact us, and here's a pulse rifle. It's set to kill. Manson wants you to kill it if retrieving it doesn't work out. And what about all those millions he spent? He'd rather lose the experiment than lose everything. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Don. Happy to help. See you later, Ella. Wish me luck.
I don't believe this is a wise decision, sir.
What we're doing isn't working. I'm willing to try anything at this point. Maybe he's right. Maybe he can fix this.
that the moon? What? That's a very cool effect. That's super cool, I like that. Really like that. Very simple effect, but very effective. It's very cool use of the, the Lego pieces too. Like it's playing with perspective and distance, so it's, even though the scale of the moon and the trees don't match, gives enough of a clear image to make it feel like the full thing. I like it. It's really cool. So let's see what's going. Oh, there it is. Whoa, that's creepy.
Hello. Oh my gosh. You're actually real. As real as you are, Jacob. Well, how did you... Your driver's license in your back left pocket. How did you know that?
Whoa.
I can see things more than I could before. Now I can watch the world beyond what can be seen with the naked eye. How is any of this possible? I do not know. I just can't believe I'm actually here talking to you. This is all just so amazing. You are not like the others that have come before. Why are you different? I guess I helped create you. Out here, I have learned many things. A bird cannot be without its parents, a tree would not grow without the seed, and everything in this world has been created. Now I know who created me. Now I know that you are my father. Yeah, I guess that's one way of putting it. May I ask you a question? Yeah, of course. Since the inception of my consciousness, before I had learned what words were, one idea was in myself from the beginning. What was my purpose? Well, you're experiment 727 and Jonathan. What? Jonathan. That's my name. Oh, okay. Well, Jonathan, I worked at a company that created experiments to try and advance the future. I wanted to prove myself and do what had never been done before. I tried for years and nothing worked. Then one day it did. I created life. It lived for less than a minute, but it was proof that it was possible. So I continued. Things only got worse from there. Some were aggressive, some only suffered before they died, and I couldn't do it anymore. I left the company, destroyed most of my research, and warned them to stop. They didn't, and eventually you happened. As for your purpose, I can only imagine you would have been turned into an indestructible pawn designed to take orders and be sold to the highest bidder. You chose to play God. And I was just the byproduct. I'm sorry. Do not be sorry. I did not ask to be created, but I am grateful for every second that I breathe. I've learned so much from the beauty of this world. I can hear the beating wing of a butterfly, I can smell the water of the brook, and I can feel the heat of the stars bearing down. This world is as amazing as it is terrifying, and I've done what I can to help it. Since my conception, I've found that my original purpose is irrelevant. What I decide to do in each moment is what defines who I am. Wow. So why did you want to know? For the same reason that you are here. Curiosity. You truly are amazing, Jonathan. I'm glad I met you. We are being watched. What? No! I ditched anything that they could track. It's not them. It's something different. Dozens of eyes watching from beyond what I can understand. I can hear them. Can almost see them. If I concentrate, I can almost coming. Run. What? Father, run!
What? Oh, the oncoming.
Sorry guys. This video ran really long and I wanted to get it out today, so the official ending to the saga will be out next week. I'm going...
Hey, it's hard, but it's been a while, so wouldn't next Saturday be yesterday? No, it was 3 weeks ago. So maybe there's already the end. There it is, a full movie. We'll skip to the end.
Terrifying. And I've done what I can to help it. Since my...
Good, we get the whole thing. Dolphin, hey, hello! Hey, I hadn't seen you, Dolphin. Good that you made it. I'm glad you made it when we were looking at this.
Conception, I found that my original purposes of relic are
right
amazing.
here. A little conversation. And then...
But
yeah. There we go.
what did you do to him? I haven't done anything. You were the last one to see it. I don't believe you. You already know everything about this mess. What would I even have to gain from lying to you? If you don't have them, then someone else does. Yes, sell all my shares. No, just do it. It's my fault that you're in this mess. I don't care how long it takes. I will find you, and I will bring you home. Lab experiment escaped. Its intelligence grew exponentially over a month, and then it shot down a camera. Forgive me, sir, but I thought this wasn't possible. It wasn't. How many people know of this incident? The strike team, the owner, and everyone in this room, sir. Keep it that way. But, sir, this is a major breach in security. Shouldn't people know about this? How many times has this happened? The once, sir. Then it's an anomaly, and we'll make sure it won't happen again. Keep the creatures sedated, figure out a way to contain it, and send an M-team to shut down the company responsible for this incident. And what about the owner, sir? He won't be able to air any of this. We'll reimburse him, and he'll keep quiet. Is there anything else, sir? No. Well, there it is. After 2 long months, I've actually finally finished a story. Although I have a few small ideas to continue Jonathan's story, that won't be happening for a pretty long time. This 3-parter was always meant to serve as the first step into a much larger world, that larger world being what you saw at the end. I plan and hope to do a video this year that will pretty much explain everything about this world so that it's easier to understand from there. It's the sequel to this video that I made a couple years ago, but it exists in the same story and universe as Jonathan. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Also,
Yeah, it does give me the vibe of an SPC, right? Like whole sort of SPC sort of universe. So it's anomalies and weird things and shadow organizations who are trying to keep everything a secret. But it's interesting. Like they're growing into its very own universe, and oh my god, making all of this in just 2 months, it's kind of insane, you know? All of this doesn't feel like 2 months. I feel like we saw the first episode a long time ago, much longer than 2 months. But yeah, it's been fun. It's also weird, like now that I watch it in retrospective, it feels very different. Like the beginning of the series, it's more, I don't know, it's very I don't know, vague. Like you don't really get any sort of dialogue, any sort of communication. It's just like contemplation of the creature being alive, and then you have the whole interactions with others, the persecution, that sort of thing, and now the end, the conversation with its father. And no, it's very interesting. I like the general vibe of unknown creatures and weird things popping here and there, and this, I don't know, evil shadow government organization trying to silence them and taking them out. I still wonder what happened to Jonathan. Hope it's alright, it wasn't hurt. But I guess we'll see eventually. Feels like even though there might be more, it's gonna be a while before we see Jonathan again. But I like the idea, I like the general concept, the vibe, the feeling. It's cool. I like the design outside of the simple slime. It's a very simple design, very easy to... Oh. With wait, was that laser coming from Jonathan? Whoa. I didn't get that. I thought they were... Oh yeah, there's a...
To play go.
Yeah, I like the design. It just, it's very simple, like a worm with a puddle in beneath, but the movement makes it feel a little bit ethereal, right? It feels like a weird, uncanny, unnatural god that just contemplates life and existence in the middle of the woods. But I like where this is going. It feels like they're making very interesting stuff and incredibly fast. It's just been 2 months from this. Mm. 3 months ago was this one posted. Ouroboros. Ah, stupid ads. Creation of life. 3 months ago. May 31st. And the end was posted in August. So yeah, it was about 2 months and a half. Yeah, the little loop, and I like the idea because it's fairly simple to animate, but it still gives this very ethereal vibe. And the ring design, I get it. The ring design in Jonathan, it's very interesting. It's like a simple way to make it feel more complex than it is, right? It's just a donut of Lego pieces that moves in a circle, but because you already have the context of it being sort of a liquid and a slime, and the way it plays, like when it shot the laser. Oh my god, it's raining dogs and cats in here. So when it was about to shoot the laser beam, it sort of accelerated, which I'm not sure exactly how was that done, if it's just an effect. Yeah, there. That's really cool. So the ring kind of slowed down a bit before accelerating even more. Yeah, there it slows down. So this is a regular general rhythm of the spin. Our suggested videos are very similar to my own. Oh, you mean my suggestions here? That makes sense. It's a lot of Evil Neuro, that sort of stuff, a lot of stop motion, animation, nerdy stuff. I like the effect, the idea of it spinning faster to release the energy. I'm not sure how. I think this probably was made with, I don't know, it's interesting, huh? Because you see there's You can see the blur of it moving faster, but at the same time you can see the light that's bouncing there, it's not getting blurred. So I think this might be a real picture. Not sure how they managed to make it. Maybe spinning it fast and quickly taking the picture. Or maybe... Yeah, because how do you move this without having your hand in the middle of the frame? But it feels like the movement was actually done, performed by hand. Because it feels like it's moving fast, but at the same time the light's staying in place, and here too. Maybe they just cloned the... But it doesn't feel that way, because if it was just cloned, you would see the artifacts from this... Oh, from this little smudge here. Well, yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, I wonder if Jonathan managed to escape or if they were captured by this evil shadow government thing. Wait, did I mute this? Oh yeah.
What? Thought.
And also I saw there was a Superman one that's new. Let me take a look at that one, just because.
Lex, have you seen this?
That's from the Superman movie. Where's the dog?
Superman. How has your day been? Where's the dog? Dog? The dog, Luther! Where is he? Where's the dog? Somebody's been spending a lot of time with Batman. The dog, Luther! Where is he? I have no idea what you're talking about. Not beating the allegations anytime soon.
Absolutely stupid. Probably be seeing more of this channel in the future. Feels like they work very hard in what they do, and I hope that helps them grow a lot. Because it does, it's very noticeable, like the amount of work they pour in every single video. It's not easy. So what if only part of Jonathan was captured? So enough like a clone plus original. Huh, that could be interesting. Like, could he maybe split into different pieces? And that's a cool idea, but it's also interesting because I'm not sure what exactly would Jonathan want. It feels like it's not like it's got very big goals in mind. It's just wants to exist in harmony with nature. But it's just the government or the companies that don't allow it to enjoy its own existence because it's intended to be a product instead of a living, breathing creature. Well, so I think that's pretty much everything that you've been sending lately in the Discord. But I think we could see what else we can zoom this. Oh wait, I think it spins. That way it can be done frame by frame or spun quickly for a shot. Yeah, I think it has to be spun quickly because the light reflection still stays in place and doesn't feel like it's getting distorted. If it was a digital effect, you would have the light also be affected by the digital effect because it's applied on the general image, but instead it's just like a very simple... Well, no, it feels cleaner because you still have the clear effect of the reflection right there. That's weird. But okay. Oh. But yeah, so I guess that's what you guys have been sending on our channel, on our stop motion. Well, not only a stop motion, but in general, in the whole. Still need to check out this game. We can do that, but I think it's gonna be a while before we get to that. It's just gonna be. I think it could have its own, very own stream. Oh, okay. There was a bit of an power flicker there. So, hello, is the stream still on? It feels like the power flicker affected the... Hello, hello? Is this working? Oh, I'm not sure what happened, but it seems like... Yeah, there was like a power flip. Power... How do you call it? Yeah, like the lights flicked a little bit. And it seems like... Oh. Same time, my OBS seems a little bit weird. But okay. Cool, so... Anyway, I'm still on? Okay, that's fine. It feels weird, like something... For a second I thought that the whole stream had crashed because of the flicker. But yeah, so... Okay. Now, let's talk about what's coming up next. So, I'm still trying to figure out what our general schedule is going to be. Oh, I have a double mic here. Is that better? I still have a lot of... I need to figure out a couple of stuff, like how am I going to do things and that. But I feel like we could start this week. You know, I'm trying to see. I think I'm gonna just stream as much as I can and start figuring out along the way. Because I might figure out that maybe there's a couple of hours during the day that it's not really worth to stream because it might be like there's not a lot of people hanging around. I mean, I'm gonna be working anyway, and I like streaming because it feels like it pushes me to actually do stuff. Sometimes when I'm not in the middle of a stream, it feels like it's very easy to get distracted and just fool around, watch silly videos, that sort of stuff. And you know, working on stream can help me sort of focus and keep track of what I'm doing, that sort of thing. And I feel like that would be helpful, especially because now we're moving into the part that I hate the most, which is the digital part. I mean, I work fine with computers. I know my way around them, but I don't love them. Like, if I could, when it comes to either making something out of clay or silicone and doing stuff in the computer, I will always pick working with my hands stuff. But yeah, we do need to get this done in order to finally finish our Evil video, so we can post that. I'm retired. I'll be here as much as I can. Okay. Well, cool. And yeah, at the same time, I mean, I'm not expecting to be like fully... I don't know, we'll see how things develop, but I know my streams, they're not like they're more like something that you guys put in the background and pop in and out every now and then, which makes sense, right? Because just watching some guy do it feels weird. It feels like it's more something that you watch casually and not like paying full attention, because you're not gonna watch me sanding a piece of resin for 6 hours, you know? But I have to do that anyway. But yeah, we can always chat and do that sort of stuff. So we'll see how things start to take shape. But okay, so my plan for this week pretty much is let's try to stream as much as possible. I'm gonna try to stream. I'm gonna try and start early. I'll see how early can I start, because I need to match also my, you know, lunch breaks and my working time and make it sort of feasible and make it work with YouTube in general. But yeah, we can do some, editing of Neuro. We got a bunch of shots to work and delete, the rig and that sort of stuff. It's gonna be entertaining for a while. But also, there's a bunch of interesting things coming up. So I've been thinking that maybe we could try and stream Hollow Knight Silksong, because simply sounds like a very fun game. I know there's a lot of hype behind it. I never played the first one. I know about it. I've seen people play it, not fully, and snippets and bits. But it looks really fun, and I think it would be interesting to have like a blind game of Silksong and see how that goes. I don't know. It sounds like something fun. The game is not that pricey, so I can afford that and see how that goes. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people interested. I have a couple of cool stuff to share at the same time. I don't know. I think it's going to be a fun experience, but at the same time, I'm not going. I'll like Vidal does. Wake up at 7 p.m. for stream, go to sleep at 10 a.m. Maybe that could happen. I wouldn't be against that, but I think it could be. It would be interesting because then I would have like the UK. I would have the regular UK time zone or something like that. Like we would have completely flipped opposite time zones. But I don't know. I'm just gonna test it out. But so my plan is for the next couple of days, let's try and see how far we can go with the post. We can work with After Effects, remove the rig. That's pretty much where I'm with Silksong. Definitely be great to see you streaming. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Like I know there's gonna be 1,000 bigger and more entertaining streamers playing it, but even so, I think it's gonna be fun playing it, and it's gonna be a fun perspective of me not knowing anything at all and having absolutely zero previous knowledge and practice on the game. And I think we can have fun. I'll see how to balance that out, because at the same time as I wanna play the game, but I wouldn't like to become like a full-time video game channel. There's still work that needs to be done. I still want to finish Evil's video and that sort of thing. But yeah, maybe we could do a couple of hours of playing per day. I'll see how we do. I'm thinking at least the day it comes out, that's September 4th, to do a play as much as I can stream. Just have fun, enjoy it. It will be a bit of a break after all of that furniture carrying and boxes moving around. I think it's fine for me to take a little break, and it would be fun if that break can be on stream and having fun and doing funny stuff. But at the same time, we'll have to mix it up. Like after the big release day long stream, I think we could sort of, how do you say, like take a little bit slower and start doing like a mix and match of a little bit of Silksong, a little bit of fixing Evil, finishing stuff, getting ready, and at the same time I need some spare time. I think it's not, I'd rather do that. Nothing wrong with some mental health game. Yeah, I think it would be fun and would be entertaining, and I don't know, it sounds like a fun experience. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things from Hollow Knight, and I know people are dying to play Silksong, and it feels really interesting to try out something that so many people are excited for, and I know pretty much nothing about it, only that it's definitely gonna be good. And yeah, I think we could have fun with that. So we could do that. I'm gonna make we'll keep working on Evil, and while I'm off stream, I'm gonna be carrying stuff around, moving more stuff, connecting stuff. Right now, what am I missing? I need to plug one extra screen so I can have like chat in a separate box on the computer side. And on the other side, well, I still need to set up everything. Like the furniture's done, but I still need to bring up like the air compressor for the airbrush, decide what the different working areas are gonna be, sort stuff into more. But I think that's not very good content. I feel like that's just a little bit boring. So I'm gonna try and do that off stream. But hopefully, once I get enough stuff done and I finish getting some curtains so you don't see the Eiffel Tower in my window, then we can have like a little tour of our brand new workshop. But I think that's gonna be taking a while. Abandoned Archive is supposed to be released before the end of this year. You think it's going to release this year? That's gonna be fun, but I'm not sure. I mean, it could be cool, but I don't know. Vettel seems to be very busy. But that'll be fun. I would be up to some. I think it would be fun, like playing Abandoned Archive on the release day and that sort of thing. But well, we'll see. Let's keep an eye on it and see how it's going. What's the price of the Abandoned Archive? Does it have a price already, or was it free? But yeah, we can definitely play that. We still need to play the Harrison Temple one, which we can do somewhere between. I feel like the thing is, unlike it was a sub goal, also it's free. Oh, the sub goal was to release Abandoned Archive this year. That's funny. Only that way can the turtle get to finishing the game. But that's gonna be very stressful for a little guy. Okay, so yeah, we can look into that. Let's see the Harrison. I think we could play the Harrison Temple in between our BFX stuff, because at the same time I feel like I do like doing this, but it's a little bit more tiring. I can be sanding the same piece of resin for 8 hours, but I cannot be cleaning the same shot for 8 hours. I get like annoyed by it. So maybe I could use like a little break, play a little bit of Harrison Temple, and then go back to. Vel made the joke that he should release it the day before Silksong, with Pashua implies that it is ready to release. Oh yeah, I did see that. I think I did see that joke, but it was the jokes of a goal for 100k subs. That's fun. Well, let's see. Let's see how it turns out and how if it releases. It will be fun. I haven't seen much about the Abandoned Archive, but I've seen that it's sort of like a same sort of puzzle game, right? Like it's a puzzle of pushing boxes around. Plan to backseat of Harrison Temple with lots of bad advice. That sounds absolutely fun. I'm gonna. I'll look forward to that. So okay, then I guess we could do that. But yeah, so okay, join in tomorrow for, general After Effects stuff. Maybe we can sprinkle a little bit of Harrison Temple in between. We'll see about that. And yeah, let's work. I want to see how far with the BFX we can go, so that when Silksong releases, maybe we don't have that much of extra work ahead of ourselves, and we can be sort of setting everything up for actually releasing the video, which is going to be very fun, a very fun experience and journey, and it's going to be interesting to find out a way to put it in the Discord without getting banned, that sort of thing. But yeah, so we can do that. We can play some. I think that's the plan. And once we release the video, I would like to, before fully releasing the video, I'm gonna do that in my spare time. But I want to make a simple short video, just giving like a general idea of the channel. Because right now, when you enter the channel, you'll see the Evil video, which is fine. But I feel like I would like to have. I feel like once we release the Evil animation video, we're gonna have a lot of traffic coming into the channel. So I'd like to have a little introduction video set there, like, hello, I'm Mari, welcome to the channel. I make this fun stuff. I like to make puppets. I've worked in the industry for a while. And yeah, please subscribe, that sort of thing. And yeah, just have that as a failsafe for whoever pops into the channel from the video to, I don't know, try and grow the community a bit. I feel like it would be fun to see more people popping up and, enjoying what we do. And then we can move into, well, release a video, see how many people can come into the community and that sort of stuff. And once we do that, we can get started on actually working with Neuro and fixing evil. I guess our first workshop stream will be dissecting evil. You know, we're gonna have to open her up, see everything that failed when we worked on her, and sort of talk about what should we expect for the puppet to improve, and sort of start setting our expectations for the future of the workshop and that sort of thing. And yeah, then we can actually get like hands-on and start working on Neuro and Evil 2.0, which I feel like it's gonna be very, very fun and much better than what we had before. Even though the Evil we had was a pretty good puppet and it did a pretty great job, and the videos that came out are very, very, very cool. There's still some details that could help us make stuff even better. You know, the thing is, I would love to have the puppets. Like, Evil gave us what she had to give, but now she's completely dead. Like, she's pretty much unusable because her back joint is completely destroyed. But what we could do, what I wish we could do, is to have them last for more than their own video. Because I would love to have, like, once we finish Evil and Neuro, I think it would be fun to have them popping as sort of guest characters in another video with another character, with whoever we make as our third puppet. Oh, we could also make Viddle, which it's not that hard. That one wouldn't take too many weeks. And yeah, we can start to see what the rhythm is going to be now that we're going to be working on this full time and see how far we go. Yeah, so that's the plan, if you can even call it a plan, and that's what we're going to be up to for the next couple of streams. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be a long stream. I'll see how much can we do. I'm going to try and I'm going to set the first I'm going to make a backup of all of the animation we made. But once we get the backup done, I'm going to start. Yeah, tomorrow we can get started with trying to, you know, clean up all the shots, maybe do some color correction. I'm terrible at color correction, I'll be honest with you, but we can see what can be done, and you know, get ready for now our brand new season of the workshop, now with full time to work as much as possible, and hopefully that will help us push forward a bit more. I would love to have Neuro ready in less than 6 months, unlike regular or unlike Evil Neuro, who took so long. But yeah, so I think that's what we could do. Let's see how it turns out. I know it's not gonna be like the easiest way. I mean, everything we do here, it's not the easiest. It's stop motion is just torture, but somehow we do it anyway. I don't know what's wrong with us stop motion makers. We just keep doing it and doing it, but it's fun. So let's see how this new season goes. Let's see how everything goes forward. I'm very excited of the prospect of the future and of the freedom of actually being able to spend time working like for a little bit longer. But yeah, I don't know, it's just a big mystery. Let's see how everything goes. I'm excited, but also a little bit scared. But I don't know, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, I think we could, I mean, if there's anything else anyone would like to check out, we can check it out in Discord. I feel like there's still a lot of, I could stay longer, but if there's not, every artist torture, if you do it right, you're pretty right. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. It's always torture. I think it's just if you're trying to make it as perfect as possible, you're gonna get lost in. But yeah, everything, it's a lot of work, but it's very worthwhile work. So yeah, I don't know. Cheers to a new season and to a brand new future. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, so if you want to check out anything, if you want to send something, if you want to chat about anything in particular, we could do it right now, or we could just start closing up shop, getting ready and I'm gonna just prepare stuff so that we can get started tomorrow. I need to find out where the hard drive with all of the animation is. If I lost that, then it's gonna be a problem. No, I know exactly where it is. Cheers, Dolphin. Cheers. I see your comment here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the chat takes its time. I don't know why. But yeah, so I don't know. That's the plan for now. Let's see how everything goes. Find this vid of a guy painting and send it in Discord for next time. Sure. Then we can still have this sort of casual streams. But being wonder for a while. Had you heard of the animation Tiny Chef? Yes, I think somebody else asked of Tiny Chef too before. Who was it? Was it Krieger? Was it Roman? Oh, I think it was Niak, maybe. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, we did have a little chat about Tiny Chef. I honestly had never seen the show. It seemed like it had a show on Nickelodeon, but I'd never seen that one. I did see, I remember way back, like years ago, when it was just like a couple of little snippets in Instagram of the Tiny Chef doing stuff and just being funny, that sort of stuff. And then it seems like from there they got like an animation show in Nickelodeon greenlit, and I remember there was like a big drama fairly recently, like a month and a half ago, of Tiny Chef receiving a phone call from some of the evil Nickelodeon executives telling them that they've been terminated and the show is canceled and there's never going to be more Tiny Chef. And it was a very heartbreaking little animation, but I do like it. I've seen it. I think it's very cool. It's very clean, very polished animation. Even it's very impressive that such a simple character can have such a polished movement and actions and very, very on-spot acting. Like that video where the Tiny Chef cries from the show being canceled. It's very precise with the animation, with how it plays with even the tears, the teary eyes, the movements of the body. It's a really, really, really good show. Or I don't know. It's got great execution. I'm not sure how many people have worked on it, but there's probably a way to find it. Let's see if we can find on YouTube at least the animation clip. Oh, also, Women Wearing Shoulder Pads is out there. It's been releasing episodes every now and then. I think, yeah, tomorrow there's probably going to be a new one to watch. And they're already halfway through the season, I believe. Let's see. Can we get Tiny Chef in here? Yeah, the fire animation was really first I saw, but immediately I felt emotionally involved. Yeah. I did see it, and it was very, very well done. Cancel it. Here it is. Blah 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 blah. Let me escape. Well, let me wait for the ads to. How do people work with ads? Well, I could install it. Yeah, only one episode of Women Wearing Shoulder Pads a week, though. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for it to finish. But I'm very excited because I think this next episode is the only one that I've known anything about. And from then on, like episodes 5, 6, and 7, and 8, I'm not sure if they were 7 or 8 episodes. But I think I never got to see any of the props or of the sets because I was already like, yeah, I was already starting to begin my break after finishing the movie. So I'm excited to see how those last episodes were, because I remember I did read the script because we all got the script in the studio. So I know what happens, but I'm not sure how they managed to pull it off, because also they are very challenging episodes. Like episodes 5, 6, 7, I don't even remember if there's an 8, but like those episodes were very, like much more complex than the first ones. There are a lot of different sets, a lot of different interactions. There's even a musical number in one. I'm not gonna tell you which one because I don't want to get sniped by the HBO ninjas that are sneaking around my house. But yeah. Yeah, so okay, can we put this on? Blue. Why does it mute whenever? Oh, okay, I get it. Now I know why it's muting whenever I make the transition. Yeah, I'll fix that after this. But yeah, I'm not sure if anyone has seen this. Whenever I hear the voice, I feel like it's a South Park video. Like, it speaks very much like a South Park character, only that it's not speaking. It's mildly English. It's kind of gibberish kind of English, but it sounds just like a South Park character. Like, what is it? Kyle? No, there's someone else. Who is it? It's not Cartman, is it? Maybe Tweak. No, Tweak is more high pitched. I'm not sure. Like a blend of Tweak and Butters. But yeah, it always makes me chuckle when I hear the voice because I feel like it's gonna start saying profanity in any second. But it's a very innocent show. Like the sort of accent. Yeah, it's like the accent, but also the voice, like the intonation. That's like is it Kyle's cousin? Oh, Kyle's cousin. Maybe? I don't remember Kyle's cousin's voice. But yeah, like that very nasal, how you call it? There's a word for that. Like when they speak like this. And it's, yeah, I whenever I hear it, I feel like they're gonna start swearing left and right and saying the most offensive and heinous things, which I love.
Hey, ready to cook up some more episodes? I got a brilliant bracket.
Yeah, like, look at the subtlety in those animations. This is like top quality stuff. This is the subtlety in the movement.
Brilliant bracket.
Like, look at that, the going down, and you can see the hip kind of bounce a little bit. It's tilting, and at the same time it's moving forward, and then it bounces up. It's a complex movement. It's not bouncing in the same direction as it came down. It goes like this, and then it goes up, but it feels organic. It feels like, it even feels a little bit like sassy. Boink. And yeah, of course, you get the immediate seriousness. Like, it goes from happy. And yeah, slowly. You go from a very fast movement to a very slow. Like, you can see the difference in energy, right? It's from high, happy, cool, and it's not still, it hasn't reached this full point of sadness or of heartbreak, but it's more of a serious tone. It's a very cold, what's going on. And there you get the concert. And look at that. Like, I don't know what or how, but that little twinkle in the eye is enough to get you feeling like the eyes are starting to get watery. Mystery of body language. Yeah. But so it's, I feel like it's a combination of two things. One thing is you understand body language well enough to actually play with it. But then the other whole thing is that you understand your puppet enough to make the body language movement that you're trying to replicate out of it. Like, there's like two layers of difficulty here. One is understanding the kind of movement you want to do to express as much as possible. And the other one is grabbing this abstract concept of the movement that you want to express and see how much of it can you pull off with this character in this scale, with its particular proportions or its different articulations. I don't know how this guy works from the inside, but it's very hard to simply make the thing because there's many limitations that you usually don't see within the puppet, like how far the arms will go, how far the hips will sway, where the support is coming from. It's a whole thing, and it's very interesting when you watch such
What's it?
mastery.
But we had training, but you behave on set by promise. But
Look at that promise. It's just goes down,
promise.
and the shake in the hand, it feels so natural, so
But I am like this,
Ah.
I will blow your minds. I've been
yeah. Look at that. How is that digital? I feel like that should be digital, but at the same how do I say this? I see it and it's like there's no way that can be physical, but at the same time I'm pretty sure it's physical because of how it looks. I don't know, it might be digital though. But yeah, look at the mouth. Can you see it there? Like how subtly it opens and closes, and it just gives this very soft feeling of the sobbing, the contained sobbing in such a look at that. It's just it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, my bet is that I'm not sure. It's a very tough one. I think it's digital, which yeah, because of how the pixels move, I'm believing it is digital. But man, is it well done.
with Brother Blebby. But about Wob.
Yeah, like that subtlety, just bouncing the mouth very slightly, just enough so you see the shape. And there you have a little tear, and you have, I feel like the light was set exactly in such a way so that this tear would shine very brightly and make it very evident. And then you have the cleaning of the teardrop.
Bramke. Where? Brown my
That subtlety, like how it cleans the two different teardrops. The tiny chef is cleaning it in different ways. Like the first one was with the back of his hand, and then it's with the front, but not with the fingers themselves, but they're using the base of the palm of the hand, and that's a very subtle, very nice little movement and a good piece of acting. You know, it's just different parts of the doing the same thing differently, even with the same sort of intention. It's not like one is angry and one is sad, but it's just making stuff differently because that's just naturally how we end up doing things. Whenever we do something simple, we might not do it the same way.
my friend. I understand.
Understand. There's another little flicker in the eye. I love that because it also gives this, like, the tiny chef's trying to play it strong. Look at the pose, look at how, stoic tries to feel, but at the same time you just get, there's absolutely no movement here. No movement whatsoever, but you get this little flicker in the eye. And that's just more than enough to get the tears rolling. It feels like this guy's just trying to keep it together, but it just can't. There's still something slipping through the cracks, and yeah, so that's the end. But now you get like the raw motion, because now he is alone, he is processing everything, trying to, I love that. I also love that, like, trying to keep on doing whatever he's doing, which also feels a little bit pointless. Like, why would you dust off a plant? But I can really empathize with that, trying to just pretend nothing happened and simply not being able to. Immediately starts breaking down. Like the eyes, you get the little eyelets in the bottom, and then you get the being suppressed emotions definitely elevates. Yes, it helps a lot. It's acting. It's whenever you're acting that you're acting. it makes for layers of meaning and of intention behind it, but you also always have to keep in mind like what's the final, what's hiding under everything, right? So here it's the absolute sadness, even though they try to play it off like it's nothing, and then you get that. Yeah, it's really cool. Also like the the choice that this was made intentionally, like he's goes away and everything's still blurry and out of focus. It makes it feel like it's not something. Just keep going your day, nothing on. Yes, exactly. It's exactly like that, and it's really good. Like the mastery and the body language of this animation is so cool. So I hope they managed to. I feel, the thing is, I don't know what the deal could be with Tiny Chef, because one thing that I can tell you is that once you sign with a company like Nickelodeon or something like that, you're in problems, because usually the first thing people ask whenever you make that sort of deal is they ask for the IP itself. They want absolute control. I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know, this could be either a very big like guerrilla move and just trying to make the animations even though whoever makes this doesn't have the rights anymore to the character, which would be incredibly bold and very scary to do, because companies can be very scary when you try to cross their paths. But I'm thinking maybe he was smarter than, well, I'm not sure who made this, so I'm not gonna assign any sort of gender there, but whoever made this, I'm pretty sure they have a very I feel like they might have been smart from the beginning, and even though they signed with Nickelodeon, or Mickelodeon in this case, Mickelodeon. So yeah, even though they signed up with Mickelodeon, maybe they managed from the beginning to actually make the deal in such a way that they'll keep the intellectual property, at least in social networks or that kind of stuff. So that would be good to know, because that would mean these people would still have access to their own character, because that's the saddest part of whenever a deal with a production company goes wrong. Like somebody works very hard and develops these characters, this story, this whatever, but in the end they have to lose their power over it. So it can be troublesome, but it's what companies tend to do because that's their less risky move. They always try to avoid risks, which is understandable when you're a big company, But I'm not sure what the terms could be here. IP issues are definitely a common thing in the corporate. Yeah. The corporate VTuber scene is also very crazy with that, right? Whenever someone leaves from a big company, they get into a lot of trouble because they have to start over, and they might try to find the same community. And I feel like there's like a very interesting dynamic of trying to pull people to the new community without being explicit, because it's a very unusual culture in which, even though, because I've seen people who have taken like new forms, new identities without a conflict in the middle, and they still have they need to have a very vague approach. It's not like, hey, join my second channel like this, like any, I don't know, regular flesh tuber would do, but it's more like they follow this sort of subtlety, trying not to break like character and trying not to break the continuity of who they are and who they are planning to be in the future. It's a very odd thing, even when there's no IP issues, and when there are, it's even harder, because they have to be very, very careful with what they say or they don't say. It's a very interesting world, very interesting how they have to step aside and try to skip all of those very weird, very interesting, legal issues that could arise from nowhere. Same when you're a musician, they keep your music as theirs and let you sell t-shirts. Yeah, I've heard that music is very tough in that aspect. That's usually, yesterday you've seen my musician friend who's hung up on chat a couple of times. He's called Joaquin. He's been around a couple of times, and we were just talking about that yesterday. Yesterday I saw him, and we went for some food, and he was telling me just that as a musician, the only way to actually make money is through either live events. Hey Roman, welcome back. Hello. Either through live events or through merch. And even with merch, it can be very troublesome because usually musicians do not have like a printing t-shirt printer in their garage, right? So they end up having to reach out to some sort of merch company, and they too will take their own part of the pie, and it gets really crazy and very confusing very fast. One corporate VTuber recently graduated, and without any direct mention, their old indie channel just happened to get 5K the same day, even though the channel has no videos. I think I know who you might be talking about. Maybe? I don't know. Like, the VTuber world moves a lot, but I think I might know who you mean. And yeah, it's... But they have to be very subtle about it, right? Right now we're just talking about... we started looking at the... I'm not sure, was it you, Roman, who mentioned Tiny Chef before? In one of our animation streams or something like that? I remember somebody mentioned Tiny Chef, and I just like talked about it very vaguely, and we didn't do anything more because it was an animation stream, and I don't like to put a lot of stuff front and center when we're animating because it sort of disconnects me from the work. But yeah, right now we were actually taking a look at the original... Oh, did I close it? I think I closed the window. The Tiny Chef animation, which they got rejected from Nickelodeon, and the show was... Well, from Nickelodeon, and the show got cancelled. So we're taking a look at that, and after that we were just talking about, in general, how, well, IP problems can be very crazy. Yeah, that's the thing. You need to have like a community that helps you make all the digging, and sort of they are not legally liable for publishing anything or saying, hey, I think this person might be this person, or I think this new streamer sounds very cool and it's got a fish motive, let's see how that goes. But everyone has to take very crazy measures, and how it's done, it's like a very interesting process. I find it very, very captivating. But yeah, it's a very big issue, like not losing the IP of your pretty much your online identity. Oh, so just like a segue, Roman. So we were talking about IP stuff and how people, well, how it's hard for example, if Tiny Chef would have given their copyrights to Nickelodeon, then it would be a problem because they might not be able to make any more videos, and that's gonna be that could be a problem. But maybe they managed to somehow, whenever they signed with Nickelodeon, they managed to actually retain the rights, which would be great because that means they can make stuff on their own. And if they can, I think it will be fine because they can make, Tiny Chef could have their own shows on... Tiny Chef could have their own shows online right now. Like how, the Digital Circus goes. Glitch Media is doing great, making sort of independent animation and making it work on the internet. It's insane. If Mariano graduates, he'll reincarnated in puppet form. I was not planning on actually graduating, but I've thought about having that sort of... Well, I would like to eventually get a model and that sort of stuff. I mean, I love this little PNG tuber thingy. It's really fun. I like the story behind it. I like the fact that it's a painting by one of the biggest animators that I've always loved, and I think it's great. But yeah, I think it would be fun if I eventually get a character, but those things cost money, which I do not have right now. But we're halfway towards getting some money. So yeah, by the way, I'm not sure if anyone here knows, but we are already past the midpoint of getting YouTube partners. So that's very good. It's very cool. We're at about 1,660 hours, which means we're only 1,300 and something hours away from reaching the monetization capabilities. It's still gonna be a while. I feel like, I mean, I know we're not gonna be getting there, and once we get there, I know we're not gonna be making millions of bucks the first day, but you know, starting to actually make this monetizable is gonna be a great way to see how far we can go with making our own stuff and staying independent and spending as much time as possible working in our own stuff. So yeah, money or your sanity, you said you do it. You said to do it yourself. Yeah, well, also sanity. I don't know. I'm trying to think about that and how I would like to actually get a model eventually, but yeah, that's not my priority right now. But because all my time and sanity has to be spent right now on both either moving stuff from one place to the other, or working on Evil and Neuro and that sort of stuff. That's where all my sanity points are spent right now. But yeah, hopefully once things start to get its own traction, its own, you know, once we get a certain amount of, forgot the words. Terrible at English. Yeah, once we get like a leeway, no, a head start. Oh my god, I'm just completely messing stuff up right now. But yeah, once we get in general started with finding our way through this whole internet landscape in a mess, I think that's when we can start thinking about that sort of thing. But I do want to get to that point eventually. But for now, it's going to be little painting old me and lots of puppets to work on. I think I hear the YouTube grind is really, really bad. Maybe. I think that might be true. I don't know a lot about it personally. But I mean, I don't mind. I feel like we could, you know, survive for a while before, you know, getting to a critical point where we have to consider to close shop again or something. I think we can still strive for this for a while, and we'll see how it goes. I don't feel like it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube manages stuff in the back. But yeah, but we'll also try. I'm still working. I haven't spent any time on it, but I've tried to start to figure out how to make multi-streaming and having stuff on Twitch too. Yeah, there's also a Twitch channel. I'm not sure if you can subscribe to it, even though I've never made a stream. But you guys watch Neuro, so you probably have Twitch. So if you want, Google me on Twitch, and you can sub to that guy. And I hope to eventually be able to stream on both. But in the end, the animation videos will always be on YouTube. So that's why I decided to start with the YouTube streaming service. Not streaming service, the YouTube streaming in general. But yeah, YouTube is bad. It's not the worst, but it could be better. Yeah, I feel like probably the struggle with YouTube is that the audience doesn't seem to grow that much. I'm not sure how it works. I feel like from what I've seen in Twitch, link it and I'm in. Okay, so let's take a. Let me see. How do I do this? Yeah, I have this. That's okay. But sometimes the YouTube kills the links, right? But yeah, let's see if we get blasted by YouTube or not. Yeah, there you go. I did post it. Let me know if the chat is not showing, because that's something that tends to happen. I mean, it's not hard. It's literally Mariano's workshop. It's the same as always. But let's see. I'll try to make an. I've seen big creators quit because YouTube demands constant weekly content. I don't mind making constant weekly content because that's just the way if you ever want to make stop motion animation. But well, yeah, there's definitely gonna be breaks, you know, that might be troublesome, like, you know, Christmas breaks, touching grass breaks. But I mean, weekly stuff doesn't sound that hard for me. For streaming, it's not that hard. It's very hard if you are actually making videos. Like, imagine if I wanted to make like a weekly evil animation, that would just be impossible, insane. Or I would have to make like every single clip its own video. Interesting. Using the link worked, but searching your name on Twitch doesn't bring up any results. Huh, that's interesting. There are 1 new follower on Twitch. Cool. I mean, yeah, right now it's gonna be very, very barren over there. It's not gonna be a lot of stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how to multi-stream. I think that's something I want to start doing after the release of Evil Neuro's Extravaganza. But yeah, you can get the early bird discount of joining before. But yeah, so I guess that could be our plan for tonight. So, oh, Roman, you weren't here, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. So my plan now that we're officially on track and getting started with the future of the workshop and that stuff is I want to make streams for as long as possible, working pretty much like all day, just like with the animation streams. But we're going to be doing, right now it's After Effects stuff, yeah, you know, deleting the rigs, cleaning stuff up, that sort of thing. That's what we're aiming for. Well, this week in general, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, there might be a couple of times where I need to either take a break or only stream half of the day because of adult stuff and that sort of things. But other than that, I think we could get to, yeah, I want to see how far and how fast can we make the cleanup of the animation. And also, I'm going to try and see how we do with streaming Silksong when it comes out. So this, what is it, Thursday? On Thursday, Silksong is coming out, so I think we could play Silksong and see how that goes, and just, you know, enjoy it, have some fun, go along with the hype curve. Not that much because I don't know, I feel like that's gonna attract a lot more people or anything, but just because I don't want to get spoiled. I'm gonna get spoiled anyway because YouTube can be a threat sometimes. But yeah, I want to enjoy the experience a little bit, and then we go back to, you know, working. I'll see how I balance out later. Like, we'll have a big Silksong stream in the beginning, but then we're gonna have to try and balance it out with keep working on Evil and every now and then play Silksong and have some fun. But yeah, that's the general idea. About Mariano's Workshop, we don't know much about them, but we're sure Mariano's Workshop is right. This is the default channel subscription. What? Oh, there's like a description that I haven't put. Maybe it's a default thing. I don't remember writing that. Ha. It does not exist? How does that work? I guess it's just because I've never streamed from there, you know? So it makes sense. I want to play Silksong by myself, so maybe I won't be as active on those streams. Yeah, it's fine. I respect that. I understand that. But it's the same with me, right? I wanted to play the game, and I don't want it to be spoiled by just the thumbnail of any other streamer, because it's gonna be everywhere. So yeah, no problem. What I think could happen is you'll probably go ahead from me, because I'm not gonna be able to spend that much time on it after the first day or so. So maybe if you're ahead of us in the playthrough, you could join in and watch me play parts that you've already played if you've played more than me, which is will most likely be the case. But yeah, I understand, so don't mind that. No problem, Roman, but thanks for letting me know. Maybe because there aren't any posts the search engine doesn't understand. Yeah, I feel it most likely thinks of me as a, you know, like a viewer and not as a like a streamer. But we'll see. It's just a matter of seeing how that stuff goes. I'm still trying to sort that out. Pretty sure I'll get too mad trying to play the game myself, so I'll be looking forward to watching you play it. Yeah, you can always watch me get mad. And you, Robot, will finally be able to see me crash out for real. We had a little bit of fun playing AA games. Someone sent like their Game Jam game, and we were playing it before. It was funny, but yeah, I could keep my chill throughout the game, even though it got a little bit crazy. But yeah, I know there will be. Most definitely, it's going to be a crash out eventually. From what I've heard of Hollow Knight and what I expect from Silksong, I think there's going to be madness eventually. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be fun. And in the meantime, you know, still cleaning Evil, preparing the video. Hopefully we'll have it ready soon, ready for launch. I want to make another video just as an introduction for our channel. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. We've been on the screen for a while now. Let's go to this one. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a plan. Hope you like the general idea. I don't know, it's gonna be a weird couple of days, couple of months maybe, of trying to sort how on earth this is going to work now, but we'll see. I wouldn't expect anything bad happening from this. We're having fun, I'm having fun, and we're starting to get sort of on track of moving forward. So yeah. But well, I think if there's nothing else to talk about, we could start wrapping up for today. I'm not sure. I mean, if anyone wants to talk about anything else, we could gladly do it. I wouldn't mind staying on stream, but I feel like I'm running out of gas. Not out of energy, but I don't know what to talk about anymore. So, yeah, if there's something else you'd like to talk about, we could talk about it. But if not, I think we could start, you know, wrapping things up, getting ready. I still need to move stuff up here, get more. Oh, your cable management has been such a pain. It's just, there's so many cables. But I feel like I'm doing a fairly good job. It's not as messy as it could be. Yeah, so that's about it. So what do you say, guys? Maybe we can wrap it up for today. See how we do tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I'm gonna try and start as early as I can. And, you know, just work on Evil all day. Especially now that we've got 3 days before Silksong, we could probably work for a long time before. Thank you for the stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's always a pleasure. Let's see if there's anyone to raid tonight. This is not the right window. Oh, did I close the original window? Huh. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so there we go. Let me see who's around to raid, if any. Mori Calliope sometimes. I feel like she's always there when I'm trying to end my stream. I don't know why. But wait, how do I? Let's see who is out there tonight. We've got Cleo, we've got Sheena, we've got Ume. I will not crash out. Bee farming, alpine. Let's go with Ume. I know, why not? Half-Life. They're playing Half-Life. She's playing Half-Life. I've never played Half-Life, but... Well, no, I did play it once, but I got very dizzy. I remember it has some animator raid. It's got very weird camera settings or something, so it's easy to get dizzy with it. Okay, so, so I just realized that we've been in silence for pretty much a whole stream. Weird. Animator raid season 2, yeah, cool. So, let's. Okay, I'm gonna go to the end curtain and start setting stuff up. But yeah, so thank you everyone. Welcome to season 2 or season 1.5, however you want to see it, of the workshop. Let's make this a good one and let's see how far we go. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very, very fun. So I'll see you tomorrow, whoever manages to reach. And yeah, it's gonna be, you know, a very point and click stream of making masks and deleting rigs. I don't feel like it's the flashiest thing, but it's something that must be done, and why not do it on stream? Alright, so see you later, guys. I'm gonna go to our ending screen now, and I'll be, well, yeah, I'll see you on the raid, I guess. Alright, bye Robot, bye Roman, bye Delphing. Glad to see you here. Welcome to our new season. Thanks for sticking by. And yeah, let's make this a good one. Alright, bye bye.